What's up, guys? We're back with the second part of this tutorial, and now we're going to move on to the vaccination rate, which I got down here, empty page. But before we get started, I actually wanted to run it back to the COVID deaths around the world report page. One thing I was playing around with and noticed that would be better to serve our user base to see this data. That'd be pretty interesting in, and also to fix that tooltip issue we had would be to take out this. So click on this map. Let's take out this location, the continent out of the location. Okay, stay with me, and we'll add the location. Because if you remember correctly, or remember about our data, the location is each individual country within the continent. So our legend will highlight the continents by the colors. So you see North America's all yellow. But if we go in on the tooltip, we're able to see each individual country, and you can see the no, you can see each individual country within each continent. So then you're kind of go able to go more in a granular way of with the data to see, well, how many deaths did Mexico have? How many deaths the United States have? So you can see there. And if you click on that, it will show you a percentage of those, or show the user what percent of the deaths were a part of that total death count for that particular country within that region, within that continent, which is that's pretty cool. Um, but it also makes that tooltip looks a lot better. So um, now that I'm looking at this tooltip, we should go ahead and uh, rename them. New underscore deaths is, that's the behind the scenes data for us, or that's the way it comes from in our Excel sheet, which we could have renamed, but I didn't see it being a potential problem until until I'm starting to look at it now. I didn't know what names would be good, but you could definitely rename it in this data tab and it would update. But what I'm going to do is just update the tooltip uh, the tooltip title, which we can do here. Format your visual map set. Is it I think it may be in general actually. Tooltips text. Oh, we might have to rename it, y'all. Yep, we're gonna have to rename it here. That's what it's gonna need. A rename here, rename for this visual, and I guess we could do total deaths, yeah, or just death count actually, death count. See how that looks. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. To make it more granular or more uniform for the eyes for the user, let's just go ahead and update. Let's go ahead and update the rest of these to have that capital C. Well, I'm sorry. It looks like we won't be jumping into that. We will be jumping into the next report page, but I'll do it in another video. This will just be like kind of like clean up for this report page video. So kind of wrap this report page up, because there are just some little cosmetic things that I'm seeing as we're doing this. So um, that we might as well take care of while we're here. You see that looks much better. Yeah, that looks much cleaner. That looks very clean. I like that. But yeah, that definitely changes it to where we're not having continent as location, then what the continent. And then it's grouped by color. Like I said, this is pretty dope. You can click on that. You can click on that country and see what percentage. You obviously see here 1,337. That's not a lot. So it's not even really showing much, but it's probably like just a little bit. of this total number. But we go over here to Russia, and you see, look, it's a big chunk of the deaths in Europe. So, well, no, not a big chunk, but it's a little chunk of the deaths in Europe. But yeah, that I think that is like pretty awesome. Kind of like slice and dice, data. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we should update our tooltip as well. Well, we maybe could add another tooltip. We could do continent, and we could do yeah, I think that might be better actually. Let's do two tooltips where we could do continent. Let me get this. Uh, Come on, there you go. And then I think we can do Control C, Control V. Yeah, yep, sure can. That way they're the same size and everything. Gotta get it though. Yeah, they're the same size, and now all I have to do is just click and update that field for location. So you could drill down further for continent and location for the user can do that. So we do North. We could do North America, right? Drills down the data. It shows us it updates the total deaths, total cases in North America, and the death percentage. Um, and if we want to go down even further, we could go ahead and just click Canada. What's Canada's numbers? You see everything filters down on just Canada. So um, yeah, we have our year comparisons as up to today, but in Canada looks like they have more deaths in 2020 than 2021. I think overall for the continent of North America, I would say there was more deaths in 2021 than there were in 2020, but for Canada it was the vice versa. But yeah, yeah, I think that'll be. I think that's a nice drill through. Now that we're looking at this stuff, um, another thing to clean up, we could just make those capital right there. That C in the slicer title. I think it's gonna be the same thing here too. Is yeah, renaming. I mean, honestly, it would be better if we did just go ahead and rename everything here. So just go here, rename, just make everything capital. At least do that. Not that's my bad. I should have did that when we loaded our data in, but I wasn't thinking. I'm like I was kind of more. I was more worried about the accuracy of our data than the look of everything. So, and that's fine too. That's fine too, because you see how easy it is to just go back and rename everything. So it's easy just like that. So, and honestly, yeah, making sure your data is correct is definitely more important. Um, you got to get all the visualizations in first and figure out how you want things to, um, what story you want to tell, and then you can worry about how you how you make it pretty, make it look good for the users. So um, yeah, just go ahead and what was it? It was people vaccinated. I think one shot with one shot, or I would say people with at least one COVID shot or COVID vaccination, or we could just say at least one vaccination. let's just say one. I say vaccination shot or COVID shot. Vaccination. We'll go with vaccination shot. Um, what would have been even more interesting is if we had data on what were the vaccinations people were going with. You know, people getting or Moderna, or people getting Pfizer, or people getting Johnson and Johnson. You know, and seeing the results on how people were, affected by it, like side effects, how often do people catch COVID after getting those vaccinations. But yeah, I mean, if that data is out there somewhere, like definitely use that for some practice to get with Power BI. If you can find some data on that, I might try to do that next time. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that was that easy to rename those columns. That's why it's good to do that. Transform your data when you load it in, instead of just loading it right in, because yeah, you see that I have to keep renaming those uh, those data fields once we add them in our visualization. Instead of doing that, we could just rename the columns. But I didn't know what to name it at first, but as we're going through this and I'm seeing different things, that's a part of the process. You figure out what you want to do as you're doing it. So now that we have um, changed this, let's we could still do by continent. Actually, I was gonna change the title, but yeah, it's still by continent. You just get that dice. You get that dice effect if you want to look deeper into the data. Yeah, but everything's still by continent. We've got yellow for North America, and red for Europe, green for Asia. So it's still that. Now that I'm looking at this visualization, though, we got Africa and North America with the same color. I mean, personally, I would rather them be different colors. There's not much. There's not many colors going on. We got what? How many colors? We got one, two, three, four, five, six. About six colors. So they said you shouldn't use no more than I want to say like nine colors. So we're a little under that. Let's. Oh, Oceania too is that red. I mean, honestly, I think if you want to keep it the same, that's fine. Um, I just thought of that too. I have to change this red to Oceania, and then just it'll be a lot of colors going on, but we still be under the nine. I mean, it doesn't look bad now. Um, I guess it just be preference. Play around with it, see what else. What other colors do we have in this theme? Um, are we on the? Yeah, we're still on the map visualization. So let's check out. Um, yeah, let's check out what other colors we have. If we could change it, that'd be nice to something else. So we've used the red, the yellow. That blue wouldn't work because it'd kind of be like the ocean. We could test it. Look, and then update. Yeah, see, it's terrible. Look at that. It's like Africa's just submerged in water. Can't do that. We've already used the green. We've already kind of. I think that South America color is that for sure. Mustard yellow. We're definitely using that. Definitely the red. Purple. I don't think we're using that purple. We'll see how it looks though. Yeah, see, we're not using that shade of purple. That doesn't look bad. What else do we have though? Was it orange? The orange would definitely be like, wow, pop. Hmm. And then we still got Australia to update too, so maybe we could use that purple for Australia. No, I'm sorry, that's South America. Yeah, let's do that purple. Yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that better. It's kind of just gives each continent its own identity. You know, I really like that. So you guys know that we do have to update those other colors in the other visualization, but I'll let you guys do that. Um, won't make you watch me anymore. I've kind of been just babbling on. This video was originally for the vaccination rates, but I noticed there was a lot of cleanup stuff that still kind of came to my attention as I was looking at the report. So um, yeah, well, we'll just go ahead and start another series for the next video. But I think yeah, I think this report is at a place of it's at a place where it should be. I think everything looks pretty good. I have to update the colors. Yeah, we're good. All right. Thanks.